This is Next Century Studios.
You love the Bucs. You love JoeBucsFan.com. Now get fired up for Joe Bucs Fan TV. Always edgy, never predictable. It's your favorite website on video. Joe Bucs Fan TV is brought to you by Dolman Law Group, your personal injury attorneys. By Paradise Worldwide Transportation, Paradise is your ride. And by Edmore's Cadillac Tampa. Now grab a cold one and put your feet up. Here is Joe Bucs Fan TV.
All right, you made it to Joe Bucs Fan TV. Don't go anywhere. Click some ads if you feel like it, because that's really why we're here, to make money. But I'm Joe, one of the Joes, and of course here with the man, the former Bucs quarterback, Jeff Carlson, author of the QB Blast, and the guy who takes some grief on this website. It's amazing how people sometimes, Jeff, they don't think that you have any qualifications because you didn't throw 10 touchdowns, make a Pro Bowl, and you know, you only hung around for what, 4 years or so. It's amazing, you know.
Blows me away sometimes. You know, there's a number of coaches and general managers that don't have any attempts on their record. They don't have any touchdowns or interceptions.
Yeah, you know, I heard
pass completions or anything.
Yeah, I heard Mark Dominic was a really good JV ball player. I don't know for sure. I can't confirm that, but
there's a long list, including Super Bowl winning coaches that have never played football at all. So I think with the guys that at least that I've been coached by, it's a pretty prestigious list of guys that wear Super Bowl rings and have had pretty good offenses and stuff. So whether I was the greatest player or not in the world, I think I was a sponge and learned a lot from a lot of those great coaches. So I'll take it in stride. I know what the world is about, so I can handle it. Bring it on, I say.
Sure. Now, hey, the internet's a tough place. But,
it sure is.
Yeah, we got you here. We're going to talk QBs, and you know, Josh Freeman right now. It's the off season. This guy just had a great year. Last year, obviously, it was pretty clear what he needed to work on in the off season, which was just about everything. But where is he now? What does he have to work on right now?
To tell you what, the guy could just stay on his path and probably be a regular Pro Bowl player, because he really is fabulous, and I've been a fan of his from the very beginning, even though I criticized certain aspects of the technical piece of the biomechanics of throwing the football, which I would still do the same thing to this day. So I still think he can learn to actually throw the ball better, so that he's more accurate more often. Now, you say, well, what are you talking about? He's accurate when he throws it. Every one of us can do certain things, but there's ways to be more technically sound so that when things do break down, you are still more accurate. And I'll just give you a simple thing is when he's in his rhythm and he's doing good, he has the ball up here. When he's not sure of what he's going to do, he drops the ball down. When you drop the ball down, you start the ball down lower and you come around and then you throw more sidearm. And if you take a look at pictures and different things like that, he sidearm a lot and it then leaves the ball hanging. And sometimes if he does make a mistake, it's because he leaves the ball coming late and it kind of hangs as opposed to turn over the way it's supposed to when you come over the ball the way you're properly supposed to do it. And there's a couple guys playing in the Super Bowl that do it very, very well. They keep the ball up, they go over the top of it. A lot of guys get used to coming underneath it, and then they get in trouble because the ball will sail on them.
Can he overanalyze himself? Can he just pick himself apart too much and try to screw him, overcoach himself?
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope that he takes some time off to get away from it, because we heard about how he came back right away after his rookie year, and he was right in there, and he's in there every single day and pounding away, and just from what you conjure up, daybreak to sunset, he's just in there looking at film, and you can burn out. And supposedly he left this year, and a couple days later he's back to working on it again, and there is a time to rest. And it's just a good foundation is to get away from it, to recharge your batteries. And I just want him to recharge. I don't want him to get tired after his third year or fourth year. So I hope he's taken enough week breaks here and there so that he can really have the energy and not feel pressured by other guys to always be the first one in the parking lot and the last one to leave. That kind of stuff becomes more folklore than reality. You gotta have a well-balanced life to be, I think, your best. And that doesn't matter if it's football or anything else.
Yeah, he just turned 23, and you got to imagine the numbers and quality of women that are all over him. You know, maybe he's hiding at one Buck place for, you know, I don't know, who knows.
Well, good for him if he is, because they're just trouble.
Sure, sure.
That's for every young man out there. They're just trouble.
Now going to backup quarterback Josh Johnson, you know, Raheem Morris called him career backup, which is to me was like an insult. When he first said, it's like, come on, career backup. I can't imagine that a backup quarterback thinks of himself as a career backup. Thinks of himself as a guy who, hey, maybe I didn't really get my shot, or I'm getting ready to get my shot. But the point is that he's going to be a free agent, I think, after next season. How do you think the Bucs should approach him, and is it important to have a career backup?
Well, I don't know if it's important to have a career backup. I think that Josh Johnson probably is going to be a career backup, and I'll say this, and I'll say it in my own regard. Coming from Weber State, there was never going to be a team that was going to hand me the franchise and give me enough reps to develop into the starting quarterback. Now, Josh Johnson got a pretty nice little chance last season at the beginning when things started, when the wheels were already falling off. He gets thrown in there and things didn't go well for him. I don't think out of the University of San Diego and his previous, and that's not to be any, you know, I'm not slapping anything. I'm from Weber State, but I don't think there's going to be a team unless there's injury to their starter and to their star is ever going to be the starting quarterback for a team where he's the franchise quarterback for the team. That said, I think they're underutilizing a talent in Josh Johnson with the Buccaneers, that they should have him on the field for a lot more plays, and that's not by taking number 5 off the field. I think Josh Freeman should be on the field for every snap, and I don't think bringing Josh Johnson on the field for that one Wildcat snap and then taking him back off the field is the way to do it. I think to be much more effective and to be much more of a problem to the defense is to bring him in as a wide receiver and have him motion across the field and have Josh Freeman either give it to him or fake it to him, and then you have a run-pass option that no other team in the league has. You know, with Michael Vick, you've got the guy that can run around, but nobody in the league has a guy that can come from, well, I take that back. The New York Jets could use their return guy. What's his name? Can't think of his name.
You think I'm a Jets fan? I don't care.
No, Brad something or other, number 16. He was a quarterback in Missouri. They've used it a little bit, and I think that it could be super dynamic for the Buccaneers. I think that could take their offense to the next level and just put defenses in situations that they've never seen. And I'm waiting for it to happen. We'll see if it ever does. Yeah,
the Jets have actually had some success with that, and you know, I'd love to see him get him more involved. I mean, he has been out as a wide receiver, and you know, hey, he's a talent. Use him. You know, Michael Spurlock as a quarterback like he did for a few plays, that was just horrendous. So more Josh Johnson can't hurt. But hey, we appreciate you coming in to Joe Bucs Fan TV. We're going to be doing all kinds of fun stuff like this, talking about issues, having a good time. Give us your feedback, and just keep coming back to JoeBucsFan.com.